What's up, everybody? We're back with another episode of the Lifestyle Sports Podcast. It's AI from the 210. I'm real disappointed with the Cowboys game yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe we took an L to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Like, how we lose, dog? But anyway, let's get into the game. So the Cowboys played the Jaguars, and the Cowboys lose. The Jaguars win 40-34 in overtime. So it was a close game. You know what I'm saying? We take a look at the Jaguars. We see Trevor Lawrence. He went 27 of 42 for 318 yards, 4 TDs, and a pick. So he low-key, he went off. You know what I'm saying? We see Etene. He had 19 carries for 103 yards. And then we see Zay Jones. He had 6 receptions for 109 yards and 3 TDs. So he looked like he had a career game against us. You know what I'm saying? We take a look at the Cowboys. We see Dak Prescott. He went 23 of 30 for 256 yards, 3 TDs, and 2 picks. Decent game from Dak. You know what I'm saying? We see Zeke Elliott. He had 16 carries for 58 yards and a TD. And we see CeeDee Lamb. Had 7 receptions for 126 yards. So, you know, the Dallas offense, they did what they could. It was a good game. You know what I'm saying? It was a good game. The Cowboys was up the whole first half. I don't understand what happened. When it came to the fourth quarter, it just drastically made a change. You know what I'm saying? The Jaguars just turned it on and it was over with. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. The Cowboys, we have secured our playoff spot with the Commanders' loss. So it's all good. At least we know we in the postseason. And we know this not going to happen again. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. The Cowboys were on a phenomenal win streak. We was going off. You know what I'm saying? But one thing we can say is the Eagles game will be on Christmas Eve. That's still game of the year. And everybody looking forward to that. You know what I'm saying? So it's going down. You know what I'm saying? Of course, the Cowboys going to get this bounce back win. We got to put the lead back on notice. You know what I'm saying? So I look forward to this game on Christmas Eve. Go Dallas. So as we stated earlier, the Cowboys will play the Eagles on Saturday or Christmas Eve. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm going Dallas. I've been waiting for this game the whole season, ever since the first Eagles game. Shout out Cooper Rush. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't have our team at full strength. But now they got all their starters, you know what I'm saying? And we got our people. So we going in. It's going dumb. You know what I'm saying? I expect this to be a close game. You know what I'm saying? I think this is going to be close. But when it come down to it, I got the Dallas Cowboys getting the dub. And the Jaguars, they'll play the Jets on Thursday. Shout out to the whole New York, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going Jaguars. If they could beat us 40-34 like that, then I think they're going to get that dub against the Jets. You know what I'm saying? I think the Jaguars are better than what people probably giving credit for. You know what I'm saying? So I got the Jaguars winning that game. And we get into our NFL power rankings for Week 15. So at number 5, I got to go with the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills are 11-3, so they balling this season. They just got a dub against the Dolphins, so we know the Dolphins is pretty cold this year. You know what I'm saying? So as the Bills been having this whole season, got one of the best teams in the AFC, got one of the best quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? And I think that, of course, they're gonna be back in the playoffs, of course. So we're gonna see how far they can go. You know what I'm saying? They might go ahead and represent the AFC in that Super Bowl. So we're gonna see what it is. But I got them at number 5. At number 4, I got to go with the Kansas City Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? Kansas City, they're 11-3. So they've been doing their thing this year. You know what I'm saying? The Chiefs been one of the best teams for a few years now. So this year is no different. You know what I'm saying? And they just got the dub over the Texans, which we probably expected. But nonetheless, they got it done. Patrick Mahomes is an MVP candidate this season. And, of course, he's from the great state of Texas. So we know Patrick Mahomes is a baller. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, the Chiefs have a good chance of going to the Super Bowl this year. So, you know what I'm saying? Be on the lookout for Kansas City. They balling. And number 3, I got to go with the Cincinnati Bengals. You know what I'm saying? The Cincinnati Bengals are 10-4. You know what I'm saying? They on a 6-game win streak. And they just defeated Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. The GOAT Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. So that being said, you know, the Bengals is cold. They had a little slow start this season. Everybody was counting them out. But it look like they right back where they need to be. And they might be go ahead and go to the Super Bowl. We going to see. But the AFC look pretty competitive. And number 2, I gotta go with the San Francisco 49ers. The Niners are 10-4. You know what I said? The Niners just defeated the Seahawks, who was pretty decent this year. Can't sleep on the Seahawks. They defeated the Seahawks and are on the 7-game win streak with the 3rd straight quarterback. So the 49ers is cold this year. Like, to be honest, like, the 49ers is cold, dog. Like, they might go far. They might go far. I don't know if it's going to be a Super Bowl because we got the Eagles and we got Dallas. And, of course, we got the Vikings and other teams. But, you know, the 49ers just might. You know what I'm saying? They doing their thing this year. And number 1, I got to go with the Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles been doing it this whole season, dog. Can't nobody stop the Eagles. The Eagles been balling. 13-1. Dog, the Eagles, they just got another dub against the Bears. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the great city of Philly. The Eagles with the best record in the whole NFL, so they doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Jalen Hurts. The Eagles just been dominant this season. Nobody can stop the Eagles, but they will be stopped on Christmas Eve by the Dallas Cowboys. And we know this. You know what I'm saying? This is game of the year. You know what I'm saying? It's going down. I've been waiting for this game all season, so this finna be litty. You know what I'm saying? So I can't wait to see what happens. But the Eagles been looking good this year. Shout out to Philly. I got a great team this season. And I got the Eagles number 1. And of course, we got to get into our NBA headlines at the end of week 9. So we made it to week 9. The NBA season's been going on and it's been exciting. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we look at the LA Lakers. The LA Lakers are 13-16. If you asked me at the beginning of the season, I would have not expected a 13-16 record. But nonetheless, the Lakers they've been trying to hold it together, and they just got a dub last night. So, you know what I'm saying? Much respect to the great LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? So we know the Lakers gonna make the playoffs this season off top. They're already pretty much at 500, and it's not even All-Star break. And plus, you know, we missing Anthony Davis for about a month, so we can't wait for AD to come back. When Anthony Davis come back, it's over with. The Lakers is going on a run, and we're going to go ahead and go to these playoffs and get LeBron James his 5th championship that he well deserves. You know what I'm saying? So it's going down. You know what I'm saying? We just wait for Anthony Davis to return, get healthy. You know what I'm saying? We look at the Warriors. You know what I'm saying? The Warriors are 15-16. At the beginning of the season, I wouldn't have expected that either. But nonetheless, they still hooping. You know what I'm saying? I know they ain't gonna take the season as hard as they would. You know what I'm saying? They already won so many championships. They already been a dynasty. So I know they rested up, getting everything ready for playoff time. And we know the Warriors is going to the playoffs. We know Steph Curry, Clay, Draymond, they whole squad, Wiggins, Poole, their whole team eat. You know what I'm saying? So it's going down. Shout out Klay Thompson. Shout out Steph Curry. Yeah, so they slipped a little bit in the standings, but it's still early in the season, so we know what it is. So shout out Golden State, they balling. When we take a look at the Eastern Conference, we see the Bucks and the Celtics still hold on to them top 2 spots in the East, but the Cavs are right there. Can't sleep on Cleveland. And the Brooklyn Nets, you know what I'm saying, have risen to the number 4 spot. They've been hooping since the return of Kyrie, you know what I'm saying, the all-time great Kyrie Irving. So they've been hooping. You know what I'm saying? And the East is looking competitive, though. We don't know who's going to end up with the best record. Probably might be Boston, though. Boston been hooping. Tatum might be MVP. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to the Nets. Shout out to the whole Eastern Conference. You know what I'm saying? Me, personally, I'm hoping for a Nets-Lakers final. I need that one time before LeBron James retires. I just need that one time. So, I can't wait to see what happens at the end of the season. Shout out to the Nets, though. Y'all been hooping. We look at the Western Conference. The Memphis Grizzlies have took the number 1 spot this week. We see what's going on with Memphis. Shout out Ja Morant. I said at the beginning of the season, you know what I'm saying? I said Ja Morant, if the Memphis Grizzlies can get the number 1 seed, Ja Morant will get the MVP. You know what I'm saying? So they balling. Shout out to the Nuggets. The Nuggets hooping. You know what I'm saying? Jokic hooping. You know what I'm saying? So it's going down. The Pelicans been going off. The Pelicans, they surprised me. I didn't know they beat as good. But we know Zion hooping. He windmilling at the end of games. Everybody mad. So it's going down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited for the NBA season, for the whole Western Conference. And it look like, in my opinion, the MVP probably come down to either Jason Tatum or Ja Morant. But we got a long NBA season. Well, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. This is another episode of the Lifestyle Sports Podcast. It's AI from the 210. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, like, follow on IG at the Lifestyle Sports Podcast, at Allen Iverson, ALAN Iverson. Till next time.